I'm going to give it a second here. See if we can get everybody to transfer over. The last one was very wonky. Joseph, what up? Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Let's see here. What up, Jerry? What up, Ground Finder? We back. Facts. So I seen something on a short that kind of was like, maybe I'm just at that point, but it's like that final straw where I'm like, I just don't. What up, Longquest? I don't relate to the modern tree YouTube channel anymore. It just, and maybe maybe it's just the like human in general. I don't. My brain works different, and I feel like I need to understand things a little more, I guess, than most. But let me show you something that I ended up seeing that I thought was interesting. So I watched a guy say he's gonna show us some, like, a falling trick, a falling technique. Okay, so he makes his notch, uses a Humboldt, and he comes in. Actually, let me get a different color, that way it kind of shows up. And like you would do the scissor wheel or the shark tooth or whatever. If you're bucking Billy Ray, you call it the shark nipple. I don't know why that is. That's weird to me. But you would do this. So he comes in, and from the distance here to there, plunges his saw in and makes a straight down cut all the way to the bottom of his notch. Okay, now here's where it's like, he explains why he's doing this, but his explanation is, in his falling classes, that red's not really showing up very good, is it? I wonder if this green would work better. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so right there, he just plunges the saw in and says that in falling classes, you would make what is the square notch. What up, Jimmy? Awesome, awesome. So you would make the square notch, which would end up being that off, and you're going to be like this. The reason for that would be like, it would be not as deep, but the reason for that is you want a lot of hinge to kind of fold and do its thing there. Now, he says his way does all of that, but is like better and quicker. Now, the only difference here is, for the most part, appearance-wise, and it's, take that bottom line off. So, if you're looking at this, wouldn't you, I kind of see what's going to happen. It's going to react like the square notch, okay? But the reason for having your bottom cut or your top is to determine how long you want the tree to stay on track before gravity takes over, before it starts to separate itself off the stump. So in that situation, if you make a notch that's real tight like this, as that goes over, when those two close, it breaks off. Gravity takes over. What up, William? And the tree just falls then, where it's committed. If you open that up a whole bunch, that tree stays on that hinge for even longer until it closes up, it pulls itself off the stump, and you lose control. So I think some guys look at tree work and they're like, it works. Like, maybe that's the way the brain works. They're just like, it works. Why does it work though? My brain doesn't just allow, like, why does it work? Especially if it's something that, like, I'm gonna do over and over and over. Like, I don't want to rely on luck or the fact I seen someone else do it and then now I can do it. Like, there's a difference between, like, a lot of guys I feel like are good at tree work, but don't care to, like, become an expert at it and actually understand. They just are fine with just duplicating what they see. So, like, then you end up with shit like this, where this guy is, in my opinion, he's being lazy and not making the bottom cut, which would just remove this wood right here. Okay, so what happens is it does what that box cut would do. The back strap on it, if there's more wood there, it can fold easier. I mean, it's just like anything. Anything, if it's longer, it's got more flex. As it gets smaller and shorter, it's harder to flex like a metal rod. If you got a little short one, you're not bending that thing. As longer, you can get leverage. So, same way with your like back strap on your notch, the apex where the 2 points meet, that, if you can make it wider, it allows it to fold and hinge better. I think Buck and Billy Ray calls it the folder, which I can't really get. He says a lot of weirder shit than that. I kind of understand, because that's what it's doing. It allows it to fold. And do not clip that, because I rarely, if ever, agree. But, like, that's what that is doing. When you widen the back strap, you're allowing things to fold, hinge, and flex much easier. So with this thing, he's getting all the benefits of that to start to come over. The problem is, it stops when it gets right here, and then it just, like, erupts off of the stump. Works like a snap cut, almost. And it has to break a whole bunch of wood, or like a fat section of hinge off, where I wouldn't trust it. I would think you're going to end up with barber chairs happening if you use that technique. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I don't really understand it. I understand the scissor wheel trying to fold, like, get to where it stays together longer on that one side. That's where guys will get a tree to swing. But, like, this one, I don't quite understand. I think he called it the Super Sizzler or something like that. He does it, and then I look in the comments section and I see tons of people being like, I tried it, works great, I'm going to be using that from now on. And I'm like, oh no. Like, how? There are so many people are just going to go use something and not understand it at all. And I guess in some situations, it's okay. But you're like, you're kind of playing a deadly game there with tree work. And I don't want to see a tree blow up on somebody because they tried this weird technique that they seen someone do on the internet. So, I don't know. Does that make sense? Am I the only tree guy that as soon as you see that, I watched it happen. It did, like he said, it held a real wide back strap, folded, pulled a whole bunch of fiber, but as soon as that notch closed, the tree, like, you've seen the tension build up and it, like, pops and, like, will throw it off a line. Like, if you had a little bit of a side lean there, when that pop happens, the tree's going to roll. So with any tree, if you've got a heavy back leaner, you got to open that face cut up big time to get it, to give it time to come all the way over before it closes itself and gravity takes over. You get to control it until that closes. And then when that closes, you aren't controlling nothing. Gravity is. I saw Murph do it. Well, then do it. He's over there putting out videos. He's all mad right now from the city cutting his creek or his pond down or something like that. Who was he on last time? Whose head was he on last time? Because he was... Oh, yeah, I remember. It was Zacchaeus, wasn't it? Osman, what up? I was just explaining a little bit about, like, things that I think every guy, if you're going to sit there and fall trees all the time, you should understand these things and why they work. Now, I hear the age-old question all the time where guys are like, why do you use a Humboldt? Why do you use a traditional? Why do you use a Humboldt? Why do you... What's what? If I'm up in a tree and I need something to travel off the stump a little more, I'm going to use a Humboldt because it allows me to put the weight onto like a slope down piece and get it to travel off. Like a Humboldt, if I'm up in the canopy, is what I'm using to get off of the stump quick, off of the cut quick. If I want to hold onto the cut for a while, fold up underneath, probably using a traditional, even like an open face. But Murph ain't scared. That's facts. Yes, but yeah, he's mad. He's mad because the city's like cutting all of his like trees down. Maybe it's by his house. I don't know. He didn't really say in the video. I was watching him though. He said basically, I think he thinks everyone is just not as good as him. I mean, and is that not true? The Murph is, you don't get a name like Murph Dog without being above 99% of tree guys. Yeah, Humboldt will also straight allow the butt to hit the ground before. Yep. Yeah, when you high stump something, using a Humboldt will allow it to travel off, maybe get that even landing as the log hits, as opposed to if you're high stumping, you put a traditional and it nose dives, boom, and then you still got it sitting back there on the stump a lot of times. Because, I mean, you guys understand why that works. It gets caught on the lip. If it's here and it's caught on the flat lip, it's going to hold it there more than if it was on a slope there and it came off, then it can travel off. So lift stable, internal stress, y'all live same place out. Wonder cause stubborn housing. What keep dreaming? Moving what lift? Stable again. Organ. Oh no. I don't know what that... 850, what's up? I only did this live feed because I was trying to talk to 850 anyway, so... Actually, I have to call it... After that BMF title fight, I'm going to call you Chuck, okay? That's funny. I'm sitting here and I'm getting messages from tree feller. That tells me YouTube is doing a great job notifying people that I'm live. Chris is hilarious. I like him. He's such a good dude. Yeah, he's just a good dude. Let's just say that. Homie was like checking on me after I'm like bummed about being banned. He's a good dude. Yeah, you know me. I'm sitting here. I'm actually recording this on a toaster. I'm not the fancy gadget kind of guy, so that's why I could probably argue my ban if I had a computer. I don't even have a computer here. So maybe I'll swing I don't know, my daughter's like, let me take care of it. But yeah. I'm about to let somebody else deal with it. Chris in the house. Look at coming in, yeah. Yeah, he's a good dude. I think I had some other stuff to. I was trying to watch some bucking, and it's really getting hard. There he is, the tree fella. Yo, he says. We was all sitting here waiting for you. I got your messages, and then I figured eventually we'd see you jump on. I know YouTube's probably making sure everyone gets my notifications. I can't really. This is a little thing I do. So if you get a chance, and YouTube makes it very easy, which is cool. YouTubers that you like, maybe ones that you watch, channels you've watched. this is. Go to their channel. Watch maybe their last video they uploaded. Alright? Then hit oldest. And watch. Well, actually, go to their channel, hit oldest, and watch one of the older videos. And then watch them now. And like, every dude is way more feminine. As like, this, like, everybody gets this like G-rated weird awkwardness to them, to where they're like playing this holier now character, and it's so wild. And I don't know, it's very rare, but I see so many people that were men. They spend enough time on YouTube, they turn into foo-foo girls with like all these extra feelings and stuff, and everything becomes so deep about everything, and it's like, oh my god. Jeez. Oh. I wish that I had like nothing to do and I could just roll onto like live feeds and say crazy stuff. It's got to be a pretty sweet gig when that's all you got going on. Gabe. It is 100%. Brother, I haven't seen you in so long. How you been? That's fucking hilarious. Oh, Gabe Edge. I gotta remember that. Damn. You know what? That made this entire live feed worth it. I gotta remember that. I feel like I should write. I'm gonna write it down. Who is that? Oh, god dang it. You don't even have a real name? If you're gonna be funny like that, at least have a real name. That way you can get the credit. I mean, geez, I'm trying to, but I'm not gonna call you by 4 letters or something. That's weird. You don't even have a name, but that is hilarious. So, Augie. No, okay. Giant. Yeah, that's hilarious. Like, you definitely made that's hilarious. But do you? No, I'm saying that one next time. So I call dibs. Don't no one try to steal it. But yeah, that's hilarious. Say something else funny. I'm, I'm, if I'm being honest, my funny feels low right now. Like I don't feel that funny. But you came in red hot there. So here's your chance. Be funny again, please. Joseph, what the hell? What's going on? That's so funny. God dang it. How can I not? The funny part is when you hear something that's like so simple. Because there's so many of those where you're like, the Mike Crotch and a bunch of other ones. And they're kind of convoluted, a bit overdone. Like Amanda Hug and Kiss. Is there Amanda Hug and Kiss here? Like, that's zesty, but like, it's a little convoluted. But that one was like, that's you just when sometimes when you get a bullseye, you get a bullseye. So I gotta give you that. Machine is a smoke machine as long as yeah, dude, that's hilarious. That's true. Very, very true. I don't know. I'm about to lose my mind though, and this doesn't have anything to do with tree work, but this is just in general. Because I leave in the evenings, and what's up with all you zesty, lazy bastards out there that are like driving around with your bright lights on? Like, if you bought a car that's got automatic bright lights, you're the problem. You're so damn lazy that you can't take your finger and go flick. That was too much. You need that to be automatic too. I don't like that. Mike, that's not nice. It's probably fact, but like, yeah, god dang it. Jesus Christ. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that? Yeah, they drive me nuts. And they like bright light you all the way into the point where they're like all the way to you, and then then they'll flick off. And then they look at you when you end up pulling up the same time in the parking lot, and I'm like, what the, like really? And they look at you like rude, like it's not me, it's my car. That would be the same as like me going up and like smacking somebody in the chops, and then being like, oh bro, my bad, my bad, my bad. It was my hand. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even want your face to get slapped, but. You know what I mean? I'm not buying it. Fix those cars. That needs to go away. That is not a good thing. That needs to go away. If you can't turn your high beams on, you don't need to be driving. Just making more and more slugs out there in the world. Greetings from Australia. Quick question. How many holes are in a straw? 0. I didn't know if I wanted to go goofy with that or just be, yeah, yeah, they're ridiculous. And I was like, is that something I bring up when I'm doing my live feed? And I'm like, it has nothing to do with tree work, but it aggravates me to no living end. It's even worse when they get behind you, because then the automatic thing doesn't flip off like it does when you're coming at each other. And they're just bright lighting you. Thank God my wife's truck's got a little flip thing. It's one of the older mirrors. It's got the, but my mirror doesn't have that in my truck. Good thing I have like the camper shelf on the back, so it kind of dims it a little bit. But man, I think I've had it with it. I just want to strangle people. They're rough. 100%, Mike. 100%. I've almost been in the accident before. Because you know when, okay, my vehicles, my lights are not that bright. They're the older lights. I don't have that. So not only are my lights kind of dim anyway, then you get rainy, and then you get a little bit of water on your windshield. Those lights, when you can't see anything. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I do, brother, but still. Yeah. Yeah, you're the problem, ground pounder. God dang it. Oh, yeah. See, that's crazy because in my little town here, where my house is at, they allow you to take the ATVs and stuff out on the roads all through town. So I ran into one that had one of those on the whole light bar in between his headlights, and homie absolutely blistered my eyes, and then laughed about it as he drove by. Let's just say there's always bail money waiting because of the way people are nowadays. You got to make sure you have it. Everything's around here is like 10 inches with a massive light bar on it. Freaking moose everywhere after dark. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I don't mind bright lights if you need them, but like soon as you see a car, you can flip those off. The problem is, and at first, I just thought, I started flashing cops. Like, and I had one follow me in my town here the other day because, well, it wasn't the other day. That just makes the story sound better. I need to tell the truth. It was a couple months ago. But yeah, I flashed him because he's bright light me. And he's got automatic bright lights on that new little SUV. But I don't care. When I can't see, I gotta flash you. Like, and I can't see. Yeah. And when you're basically breeding a self-centered society, the word courtesy and being courteous is non-existent. I mean, let's just be real. When you get more dirty looks than thank yous for holding a door open, things are not going good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's, yeah, yeah. See, I just that's what I need. I need bright, bright, bright lights. That way I can. But I don't know. I just think about how it affects me, and I feel like I have pretty good eyesight. So if I was somebody who didn't at night, like, good lord. I watched a guy the other day. Listen to this. I have a railroad track that runs by my house, okay? So there's an intersection up from it, and it's got a really weird way that it's laid out. So the road goes the railroad track's something. So the road goes over it and then turns, and there's a stop sign. And then it goes, but it also merges here to another stop sign. And then there's a road going like this, but this, when you're coming from this way, it's one of them weird intersections in a small town. So I'm coming through, and homie sits at the stop sign and sees me way down the road. Waits for me to get all the way to him. I don't have a stop sign. Then he bolts out in front of me with his bright lights on and just drives off the side of the road, just straight off the road, next to the railroad tracks, and it drops off a couple feet right there. I could hear him cussing from inside of my truck. And I was kind of pissed because I had to slam on my brakes to keep from like T-boning him. Because I seen him pulling out, but like pull out and turn, and then you got to go over the tracks and then make a right, and there's a road there. But I think the lady told him the roads look right. He had some woman in the car or truck with him, and he was very mad. He was very mad. He was screaming at somebody, so I like stopped and was like waiting. And I'm giving him an opportunity to be like, I need help, or cuss me. That way I can like have the altercation, because I feel like you were 1000% in the wrong. But yeah, he just sat in the car cussing at the top of his lungs, and then I just kind of laughed and drove off. And then I watched him in my mirror. He like got his truck out. But what's wrong with people? The Murph here? Oh God. Nah, he's probably at a town hall meeting trying to get his pond saved. He's really mad about this lake getting taken away. I'm telling you. He's not having it. It makes him mad. And plus, not only are they removing the lake, they're like, there's a creek that runs into the lake, and they're going to fill that creek in and move the creek over a couple feet. And he's all mad about politicians and Iran and all the other stuff. Like, he's angry right now. So you gotta watch it. Go when you get a chance, you go check the old Murph dog out. He's not happy right now, god dang it. At least the big guy tries. Are you guys talking about Sizemore? Are you serious? Murph is grumpy. I was being dead serious. I feel like we could all start a GoFundMe and like Giddy buy him a woman for a night or so. You know what I mean? He'll be happy at least for like a day or two, and then he'll go back to grumpy Murph dog. Turtle. Where's the chainsaws? They're right here next to us. They're always right here next to us. And behind us. And over there. I just finally got me a little space here that's somewhere comfortable to sit and do these live feeds. Oh, hang on. My bad. Jesus Christ. Oh no. That's wild. Oh my god. Like, tell me you're, like, slobbily overweight without, like, when you just see a guy that's, like, not obese, you're like, drugs, drugs, damn it, drugs. Gotta be drugs. Because I'm fat and lazy and don't get out of the house. Get out of here, Jacob. Go fucking walk on the treadmill or something, you weirdo. You're crazy. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's kind of funny, though. I just, I do like a good troll, though. I think I'm gonna say, I am gonna say that. I had a couple demos that I was gonna do on stuff, but I will go ahead and save it for next week, or maybe this weekend. We'll see. Oh, concrete floor. Damn. Right on, Chris. Man, we have had nothing but nasty weather and rained again. I'm so sick of the rain. It's getting to be a little too much. What up, Randy? Austin, what up? You get that Celsius sponsor yet? I told everybody he was buying another house last Saturday. That's the reason you didn't make the live feed, Randy. So don't make me look like a liar. You better have 3 homes now. Oh, you can have it. You can actually, Austin. From me to you, you can have every single bit of it, brother. I don't want any more. Right on, Randy. You need to stop work. Actually, stop working on that. And where's the content? How how many thousands of subscribers do you have now? I need to know. I haven't checked again. I just know I haven't gotten any notifications, and as the days go on, I get madder and madder every time. Yeah, Randy, what kind of boots do you have? Because I'm gonna be. You know what? That ground pattern. Thank you for him. He's always looking out. Look out for the screw down or the screw bottom boots that are coming out. The Borners. It spells like boner, but like not. So yeah, I'm gonna sell boots. They're gonna be way better than nail down. Like, who uses nails? Think about that. Who uses nails nowadays? How caveman do you have to be? If you're gonna build something, are you using nails? No, you're using screws. So why not have your bottom screwed? You know? You know what? I kind of like that, Drew. Uh, I do like that. Is there a barefoot tree guy out there? Like, that wears chaps but no shoes? Do you know how gnarly that is? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. That one kid, uh, JK's, yeah. But are they nail down, stitch down, or I no, I'm not doing. I can't. I was gonna do the wildest gesture for the screw bottoms, but yeah, it's a stupid inside and deep inside. That's zesty. Why would I say that? Inside joke. That's for free. That's what I'm talking about. Men, real men. aren't worried about that kind of stuff. I just see kooky shit out there. What would you say? Bro, I asked him politely. What? Damn it. Yeah, that's $50 would do it. Well, listen to this. Why not get your bottom screwed by me and buy my boot? Which, think about this. These are actually, oh shoot, the prototype already broke in, so you can instantly wear them with comfort. And Ground Pounder stole my punchline here, but $50 is $50. So you can buy these for $50. And I call them screw bottom boots because Buckin's trying to bring back this nail bottom BS. Don't buy it. Get your bottom screwed by me and buy my old boots. And you have the choice, whether it's him or me. If you buy one of the two boots, you're getting your bottom screwed regardless. And you don't get the name like you would with mine. So, Michael Jordan's of tree service arm pros. They kind of are, aren't they, Randy? That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, they are. God dang it. I like Carolinas, and they're basically like the Chuck Taylors. Yeah, extra breathing for your feet. Think about that. That's also a good point. Really good point. I didn't even think about that. That hole in the side. Trust me. It's breathing. Crocs for the summer. Now, I don't think I can do the Crocs thing. If someone gives me a pair of Crocs one day, maybe I'll put them on my feet. But it's too close to Cox, and I just don't want to wear that. The name, they screwed up with the name. It's too close to where, like, I don't like that. I really don't. Bojack? You know what? I don't know. But I could tell you, I can tell you basically just the coolest. Like, if you could just think of the Fonz with Patrick Swayze, a little Burt Reynolds thrown in there, and some whatever, Evel Knievel, something like that. Rule King knockoffs? What are Walmart specials? American made? I believe so. That's awesome. Ariats? And my squatted Chevy. Right on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it would matter. Like, I'm telling you, okay. Apparently, I have been called. Let me just make something clear here. This is since we're talking about it, and you really want to know, Bo. I believe I'm a pretty white feller. I have a lot of lights on me right now, so I'm kind of. I hold a tan good. Let's just say that. I've been called the N word more times than I can count. I may have a great tan in the summertime, but I feel like that's not nice, regardless. But I don't I don't know. I don't really care. I don't think about stuff like that, man. That's crazy. What size blade? Red ground powder. A logwood and a sharpwood. That's all that matters. Did I see Tim in here? Of course, I'm reading his title. I didn't even have time to watch it. He put a video up just a little bit ago, and I read the title, and of course, he puts the zestiest bird in the title. Out of all the birds that you could pick, I was like, that checks out. No? No what? Every culture has a Jesus, my friend. 20, 25, 20. Wait till you see it. Is it a good one, Tim? I seen it looked to be a pretty good size one. Is there our Jesus? All right, but just as this is Bo. Stop worrying about religion so much. Shoot on back to high school. Have them fix your grammar because it's just it's hard to understand. And you're a very question oriented person. It seems like you like to ask a lot of questions. Maybe bait people to say something that you can not like or something. Who knows? But that's wild. Oh, and I would also like to say I'm pissed still about being banned. I don't like this. I think it's lame as hell. And when I come back, I'm gonna be even meaner. And I'm gonna find out who got me in trouble. And that's not nice, okay? That's not nice. Rage bait, yeah, 850. Facts. Wrong show, yo. Yeah, I think you need to run over to be a member on Buck and Billy Ray's channel. He'll tell you everything you need to know about everything. God dang it. Tomo. Tomo. Shh, chill. I'm trying to keep him. There's a lot of lights in my face. I blame ground powder. It was his fault. Radden, hello. How are you? PTS is the best climber ask. You guys all suck. Can't beat steel. I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree. Um, yeah. That air compressor has been like a lifesaver here lately. Because my wife, she's not gonna change a tire, nothing like that. It's been nice to have that in her truck because she hasn't had to put air in her tire, but she's got a slow leak on one of her tires. And so I just leave that compressor in there, and it's so nice because you just screw it on, push power, push play, and it fills it up to the limit that it needs to be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 50th. You know what, Tomo? I'm gonna pretend like you weren't trying to spell Milwaukee there, because our relationship has, if we're building one right now. Right now, I have respect for you. I'm gonna pretend like you didn't try to spell Milwaukee right there, which I know that you probably did. So no, you're good. You're good. And I have an ongoing thing where I pick something that's very popular in the tree industry and I talk bad about it to try to rage bait people. And it works. It works. Are you being disrespectful, Tim, to these guys? Be nice. Oh my god. Someone censor 850. I think he's losing it. I'm chilled. No, you're good. You're good, Tom. No, I was just teasing anyway. Where he says Milwaukee, yeah, that would be hilarious. Oh, yeah, I need that. That would be awesome. It could be like an ongoing thing. I didn't really have a purpose to be doing the live feed. And plus, I wasn't going to do any of the normal vial. That's the reason it just says StihlBorn anyway for the live feed, because the content is really not being pumped out right now. And if I'm being honest, like, I'm having a hard time watching it. It's just, I don't know, man. No, he says no. That's hilarious. That's rude, Elmo. You think with a name like Elmo, you probably a little short, stubby little thing. Yes, you are, aren't you? Boo-hoo? Then he cried? No! He said, shut up, boo-hoo. Somebody just pulled up outside. I'll sign your shirt, Randy's like sitting there. Yeah. He's like got a pen ready to go. That'd be sick. Guilty needs to make a Randy shirt. I'm telling you. Tell him to make a Randy shirt. It will sell. Just, why are you not making a video right now? Right now. I get a kick out of the fact that people give, Randy, sign my shirt. Yeah. Now he's begging. Don't sign it now, Randy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Be like, I lost my marker or my pen. Sorry. Don't sign it. I'm telling you, this is an elite group over here. When you're looking for the real tree men that are still here, they're usually here in this chat, in like our little community. Like, let me be clear. Jacob Rogers should be the most foo-foo sensitive little Sally that does everything G-rated and gentrified, and but somehow Homeboy has not let any of the popularity, and so he's still just him, which is unreal, because like everyone else turned weird overnight, where he's the one that should be weird. Like he has done what everybody wants to do. So maybe he didn't have to turn into a weirdo and start acting like a weird freak to become popular. So maybe that's why he didn't. He just became popular, but I don't know. 10,000 subs and I'll make my first video. You dirty dog! You said 1,000. I'm mental. You used to be right on. I think you should, dude. This is what you do, Randy. You make a video where you just say hi, and then see how many views it gets. And that can be your only video, or just like, actually, I want a public thank you for subscribing. That's what I would like. You just say thanks. Say thank you. And tell everybody as soon as I get to 10,000, and then make everybody hype the video, and it'll be great. Dude, I swear to God. Brother, that's viral right now, man. Randy, 30 minutes away from me. I'm telling you, it's viral right now. Every dork on YouTube's trying to split wood for content. I just can't. I just can't. It's so, like, there are guys out there that I got used to. That's the content that they do. They split wood, and there's some of those guys I like it. Like, that's what I grew to liking on their channel. Jesus Christ, I just can't. These people. And actually, if you make the kindling video, wood kindling. Yeah, everyone's thumbnail. Another thing, Chris. Everyone's thumbnail's AI. Come on, stop. Everyone's thumbnail looks the same. Pretty much, we're spazzes, every one of us. It's all over the place. If you watch this damn live feed back and you weren't in the chat, you gotta be like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Barber chairs are cool. Everyone's doing it. No shit, really? Fuck, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm gonna go watch a few Murph Dog how-to barber chair videos, and I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. How-to video coming, because that's how it works. Before you actually do something or have experience at it, you record the first time as a how-to. Barber chair boys. It's got a ring to it. It's probably the sound of someone calling an ambulance, but like, it has a ring to it. I have a wood splitter that's rotting away sitting on the side of my house that I've only used a couple times, probably never will use. Right on. I can tell you the first steel saw that I have that would beat that is this one. So, Stanley, take that. Getting a little too personal there, Stanley. I don't like it. That's funny. Everyone's just trying to rage bait me. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. It's attached to my leg at all times. What the fuck? Yes, I always have it. So just know. I'm armed. Yeah, I put it in my prison coin purse. No, I mean my back pocket. My bad. Facts, Chris. Hey, it's bigger than you think, John. Okay? 50 bucks? Where? See, that's crazy. Now when someone says 50 bucks, I'm like, where's he at? I think I just seen I hopefully that was a new YouTube short that I seen of Jay's, or maybe it was an old one because I was going through my feed, but I think it looked like I didn't get a message back from him yet, but you seen the video, Tim? Of that's what I was talking about at the beginning. Is of the guy that basically you puts a Humboldt in the tree, and then he plunge cuts to make the back strap longer, but like you're making a box cut, top cut, plunge cut, bottom cut, and then you make a box cut there. Um, he makes the top cut, then he makes an angled bottom cut, and then he plunges the back, and it's like he calls it a super sizzle or something. I don't know. This stuff it's out of hand. Everything's out of hand. Really, I just seen it today, so maybe I got through my feed and it was an older one that popped up. That's a bummer. I was hoping because I had just seen it earlier. That checks out. That checks out. That's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good raker. Yeah. JOB's 850. That's the stupidest joke to say. Never heard of her. That's hilarious. Actually went down. What the fuck? That's crazy. Oh, well, I read that wrong. Actually, minus one. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like, it made it sound like it closed down the way I read it. My bad. Pixel red setup. No, Lord, but it basically is probably a much bigger and more user-friendly version of the Gree, would be my opinion. It's a loaded cam system. It's orientated a little different, so it may work a little better, but it seems a little bulky. But yeah, I have seen a lot of very skilled climbers showing that they do have the Gree and use it, but a lot of times it gets used as a secondary setup, like for the grapple hook and stuff. So you taking off? Oh, right on. All right, Tim. Stay safe, brother. Catch you on the next one. I didn't get a chance to watch the new video, so kind of looking forward to it. There's only a few channels that I actually look forward to watching anymore, so stay safe, brother. Enjoy your evening. Have a safe week. All right, do you guys think he's gone now? I bet he is. We could talk. We could be honest now. What do you guys really think about that guy? Tell the truth. No, don't say anything stupid because I liked him. I'm gonna get mad at somebody. Yeah, he can be a troll. That's why I like him, I think. Oh, god damn. No. There. Alright. Homie, of course, stuck around. I was gonna say something zesty. I'm not. That's weird. No. He's rude. Do you see what he did? That's rude. He has no respect. Maybe I was saving them ashes for later, you asshole. But no. Call me out live on the internet in front of the entire world. I didn't like that. Yeah. I've he's a lot lizard. I've heard that too. I'll tell you, like he yeah, I'm not I feel like if I add to that joke, I kinda come off zesty, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. There's gonna be unnecessary details being said that yeah. I've been looking at the lows by me. Dude, they have Facebook pages for them now. You just look up your local lot lizard Facebook page and you can find them. I want to talk about the Cheryl Tree book coming with no stickers in it. Pisses me off. Right on, Joseph. Well, get the Whisper one. They always give theirs. You know what's funny? Let me show you. If this is what I'm thinking, here's why you probably didn't get your stickers. Because they gave them away at the TCI Expo. Is Cheryl on that? Yeah, they are. I bet you that would be basically the page that would come into it. That's funny. Take our damn stickers away. We don't want your book now. Yeah. Well, it doesn't count if there's no T. That's a smart woman. Like that's sounds right. I mean, it sounds right. I love stickers. Yeah. I mean, that's as zesty as we get over here, though. We like stickers, alright? The rest of the shit you all can keep. But we do like stickers, okay? Right on, 850. Appreciate you, brother. I'll talk to you later. How's the new little sawbuck, yeah? That's true. They did. You get a little star. That star meant the world to me at one point in my life. Think about that. Now you gotta give a kid a gift card if they do anything right. And you gotta give all of them a gift card because everybody's equal always. Even when it's squirrely out here too. Well, guys, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. I mean, you guys got anything funny to say? You know what's crazy? I need help right now because Tomo was pretty on with his first comment, and remember the guy that came in and said the funny line, and I said I was going to write it down. Well, I didn't write it down, and now I'm starting to. I can go back and watch it. I'll go back and watch it. I already forgot it, so I should have wrote it down. Fucking musical. Well, oh yeah, it is. Damn, it made me laugh again. That is quality. God dang it, it made me laugh again. I better write it down. A burger too many. A burger too far. This is a book I'm gonna write. It's an autobiography. Um, Gabe Itch. Won't be forgetting that one again. You know what's funny? Is I'm gonna read that later, maybe like Friday when I'm gonna do my notes and stuff, maybe Saturday morning. And when I read it, I'm gonna laugh again. That's how funny it is. Hang on just a second, man. Now that sounds like there's somebody right outside. Wait. Oh. No, she's creeping on the See you, Joseph. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, so this is basically a little bit of a social experiment. I imagine most people won't make it to this point in the live feed. So now I'll talk about it. So I will be putting up content completely unmonetized, no commercials, no nothing, for 3 months. I hear people whine, moan, groan about how I didn't post publicly and how a lot of the people stopped watching because they said that they didn't want to watch commercials. Why did I monetize it? So it'll go on for 3 months. People, it's going right back. So unless, I don't know, I think it's just oversaturated now. Just completely oversaturated. So, um, what musical? Oh, you know which one mine is? What's that one that plays around January, Christmas time? The those orchestra dudes that do the metal. Fuck, what is it called? They do it like on my birthday a lot of times. It's usually on my birthday, January 10th. This Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's my jam. I choose that one. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, Christmas right on. I thought I didn't I was having a brain fart and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna remember it, and then it clicked. So that was sick. Usually when I do this, I can't remember it. They advertise on the radio nonstop. Yeah. Yeah, I remember being a kid and it became something that like caught my attention all because it was on my birthday, back to back to back years. And then as I got older, I just always noticed it. It was around my birthday always, so that's racist. Yeah, that's not good. That's don't do that. I wish we just had we need like a Reddit page or something. Just an open forum for all you guys to just be able to chit chat whenever you want. That you don't need me sitting here staring into the camera, trying my best to pretend like I know how to read. Hey, I'm sorry. That's not my fault, he says. Are you appropriating my culture? Also racist. Me too. Oh, you guys are hilarious. My preferred method is a speed line strap. Quick, simple, can be adjusted a bunch of different ways. And normally, if I'm using it, it's kind of a thought out thing. Like, so I'm going to trim in a tree. I'm tied in here, and the spot I got to work's over here. I'll immediately swing over here, slap a redirect to come down and have good work positioning. I would say, as a tree guy, when you're young, you're young. Get it. Like, do your thing. But as you get older, those redirects and knowing how to use those redirects is just gonna prolong your career. You know, being comfortable, being able to sit into your saddle with proper work positioning. I know it's not technically necessary, but comfort won't break the body down as much. Like, you're not taking the risk. You're able to relax as you do it. Yeah. So someone was asking, like, well, who won the contest? Because I put the video out just now. Well, not just now, but I think it was yesterday. Of climber versus bucket. And, who won? I built my knee ascender off a loop sling and a bungee cord. Yeah, there you go. That's all. I mean, that's all you need. I think, I don't know if I ended up putting the video out, but I took a hand ascender and used it in every ascender way that you could. It can be used as a tie-in. If you're advancing the line, you're not able to descend, but if you're going for ascent, I used it as a knee ascender, I used it as a foot ascender, and I used it as a hand ascender. You could make it a chest ascender. Like, I don't think I ever put that video out. I recorded it and I made it, but I never did put it out. So at least I don't think I did. I don't think so. But I put that video out, and someone was asking, like, so who won? Who won? I did. The climber won. But when we finished, the bucket guy was ready to go do 3 or 4 more, while the climber is like, that's 3 for me today, I'm done. So if you tell someone I said this, I will deny it to the grave and call you a liar. But buckets aren't the worst. They're okay. It hurts to say. They can be useful. Yeah. Ascender? Ascender. Ascender? Ascender? Had the Eldred. Our obsession had the Eldred for $40 on a 6 little bit ago. It's just the Ascender. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I just seen, the new Petzl Sequoia. I think's what it is. I think it's the new Petzl Sequoia. I don't even know if it's out yet, but it has a built-in knee ascender into the saddle, where it's got like, and that's a really good idea. You could just attach a little bit of bungee down at the bottom, like right off to the right up to where it aligns perfectly down your leg onto your belt. And it actually extends out and retracts back in there. So my younger brother has one ground pounder. I think it would be probably a good get. Even if, and I told him, if it's only being used in a secondary climbing system way, like it, just to have that, to be able to use it, you could use that in like a choked off SRT fashion if it's your secondary, and it still be like safe and by the book. So yeah, I'm hearing the setback's not bad in it either. So maybe with the limited amount of links, it's not, but the zigzag's not bad either. So yeah. Gold for the honey. My knee and foot ascender don't get used much at all. Yeah, I just don't like spiking up trees. I love to have a very small pole gaps. So usually most of our trees, even where it's oak or maple or any of that, the rough bark's normally at the bottom, and then a lot of them become thin barked as you get to the top in the canopy. You don't have issues there. And it's just aggravating to climb a lot of these stubby fat trees and just buck strap up them. So I always rope walk. I rarely, if ever, gaff my way up. But that's because I have a setup that it unclips, I just toss it back on the ground. Or unclip and put it on. such a simple, quick setup. So I have a jet step and a Haas. Never taken out of my bag. Dang. Yeah, I would never go back to probably non-mechanical for a lanyard. I use that Buckingham uh, rope grab, and even the old version of the Rock Exotica or the Climb Right. I still have both of those, and the ability to easily like tend that out, and the quickness of the rope grab and how just nice they are in general, and the ability to just work a thing with like a single finger is, I just wouldn't go back to hitch cord, especially when it comes to my lanyard. So yeah, after I got used to it was strange to try a rope grab at first. It was weird, but yeah, and the after I got used to it, I don't think I'd ever go back unless I had to. Like if I didn't have a rope grab, I'd use hitch cord. So. Oh, really? That's a good snag, Lord. Hell yeah. The ART positioner too. Yeah. I imagine you meant to say spar. Yeah. I love the because I can do everything with one hand. Mine is quick acting enough to where I can hold on to a tree and there be a union up above me, and I unclip my lanyard and I throw it up over the union, and it's not long enough. So I can actually just move my hip and press down on my rope ascender, and it'll slack me out some rope with one hand. Then I can reach up, grab it, and connect it. You'll also notice that I usually keep my lanyard is on this side. My chainsaw is always on my right side. Lanyard is on my left side. So on my right hip, I keep a carabiner clipped on to my D-ring, and then another carabiner onto that. And what that does is gives me two more connection points in increments of this much. So if my lanyard is short in a tight position or in a compromise, I can quickly just clip to one of those carabiners. And I don't have to adjust the prusik out if it's or the ascender out or rope grab actually. So I want to release. Right on. Yeah, all my life I used the old style lanyards with the the big prusik adjustable ones with the big metal ass clips on them that adjust out. Yeah, that's what I used my whole life. And then when I found out like prusiks and micro pulleys and the fact that you could tend stuff, this is the beauty of like me and my brother had the same amount of knowledge. And I moved on to the new ways while he decided to just keep using what we learned. And he's at that point now where he's trying to make that transition, and it's awkward for him. Like to trust these things, and I get that 100%. Had a 2-in-1 on 3 strand, right on. I can't use it easily overhead. Yeah, right on. Yeah. the 2-in-1 like rope grabs, I've never. I get that though. You could just take a bigger prusik cord or a longer prusik cord and just hook yourself up a big French prusik on it, and then you have a 2-in-1 to where you can just use either side, and that knot's going to be under tension either way. So and tossed it in the box. Yeah, yeah. I see the beauty in like some of them things that I would have looked at and been like now been like, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I am so grateful that I tried it because it made something like it definitely simplified something that I do for me to keep it around. Just know I'm a very practical person, and if I use something or do something, it has worked for me repeatedly, and like there's a reason for it. Like if there's a tool that I stand behind, it's because I've attempted to destroy that tool by using it in every which way you possibly can, and it held up and worked for me. So yeah, I gotta head out of here too. We're gonna head out with Ground Pounder. Guys, thank every single one of you. I appreciate all you guys. I'm gonna keep kicking out content. It's commercial free, no ads, no nothing. So enjoy. There's about 3 months of that, and then I'm probably gonna throw it back onto members and get no views again. So appreciate you. Stay safe and just be you. If you like, if I'm giving anybody advice on making a YouTube channel, like let's not play a character. Let's not try to be someone else. Just you can still be a man, a respectable one, and do YouTube. So just FYI. All right. All right. Well, for all you guys, shout out to Gabe. Stay safe. If you see Andy, tell him I said what's up, and we're done here. Catch you next time.